Okay, I'm going to walk you through kind of logging in and managing the back end of your website through WordPress. So whenever you want to log in, you'll just go to jmlpets.com/wp-admin. And if you're not logged in, it'll redirect you to this login screen. You will put in your username and password. And this is what the back end of the website looks like. I'm going to actually open up the front end of the website too, so I can kind of walk you through. I'm going to first just show you how to kind of edit all the content. So anything that's here on this home page, well, most of what's there on the home page can be found under Appearance, Widgets. And if you go here, you'll see that it's kind of some of the global elements of the site and the stuff on the home page are all here that can be edited. So this section, header right, is this little bit up here that has the phone number and the free shipping. If you had ever needed to change the phone number, that's where you could do that. We're not really using the sidebar. The homepage banner is this text that shows up here. So your title and the content that shows up there if you wanted to make any edits to those sections or those bits of content. Homepage content 1 is this next section. So again, if you wanted to edit any of this, you can see the title, Happy Healthy Felines. It's got this little bit of text. All this can be edited. Once you make an edit, you just hit save and it will update. Homepage products. This is kind of a little bit of a customized section, but you can still see through here kind of where the content is if you wanted to make any changes. So that, you've got homepage content 2. Actually, we removed homepage content 2, so never mind. Homepage blog, there's not really much to edit here. This is automatically kind of dynamically populated. So anytime you add a new blog, it'll show up there. The 2 newest blogs will show up there on the home page. This is just integrating this form here for people to sign up for product updates. And then the search pop-up, this is just a product search that comes up when you click on the search button to search your products. So that's most of the home page where you would make those edits. Posts. Going through here, starting back at the top, these are all of your blog posts, and you can go ahead and add a new blog post at any point. Just hit add new, and you will put in a title. You can start adding content. You can add a meta title and a meta description, keywords if you want for SEO, and then you can include a featured image, and that is the image that will show up here, or if you go to the blog page, it shows up here. You can also edit any of the posts by hovering over here and just clicking edit. And you can choose kind of which post that you want to make any changes to. And then pages kind of works the same way. So pages are any of these, actually the only one to really edit would be the contact page. But you got like the account page, checkout cart. These are all pretty dynamically populated, so there's not much to change here. Your privacy policy in terms of use are editable. And then contact us. The reason these others aren't editable is like the checkout page. That page is different depending on, you know, what's going on. If you have products in the cart, if you're checking out, same thing with the cart page. And the same thing with the FAQs. Actually, this is dynamically populated. So if you wanted to add FAQs, right now you don't have any. But if you wanted to add FAQs, you could just go here, hit add new, and all you're going to do is type in whatever the question is and then the answer text, and then hit publish, and it will automatically show up on this page. If I refresh it, you'll see question and answer. And then you can just add a new, for each question that you want to add, or you just do a new one, and then that list would just automatically show up there on the FAQ page. So you can add to that in the future, or continue to kind of add to it. I'm going to delete these old ones. And then the same thing with testimonials. So testimonials will automatically show up there in that section on the home page. Right now you just have the one, but you could add more testimonials as well. And that's pretty much it for just editing and managing content. The other big thing obviously is going to be your products. So if you want to add new products or edit products, this is where you will find those. And so like, let's just go to the Joshua Tree Ultimate here. So and I'm going to actually bring this product up. So anytime you add a product, it'll automatically show up here. This will show the title. There's a short description down at the bottom. So if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see this little short description that shows up here. And then whatever the featured images that you use will show up. This is kind of happens automatically. And then here's where all the rest of the information is. So going back to the top here, you obviously have the name of the product. You've got the long description that shows up down here. So that's what all of this is. You've got two kinds of editors that you can use. This is a text editor, which actually shows all of the HTML code that's in here. The visual editor is probably easier to use. This is more like a Word document kind of thing. And you can edit any of this content, you know, change it from a heading to just standard paragraph, make it bold, italic, add, bulleted lists, things like that, links. So all of this stuff can be kind of easily edited with this visual editor. So as we're scrolling down, document title, this is like for SEO stuff. You've got a meta description. I copied these over from the old site. And then this is some of the product info. So almost all of the products are variable products, meaning there are variations included. It's not just a standalone product. There are options to be selected. And so inventory, so this is where you put in a SKU. Shipping, we're doing free shipping, so none of this is really relevant. Attributes are where you add different elements to the site. So, I mean to the product, so carpet color and staining. And then you just separate them with this little bar. So that's what I've set up for this one. And all of this does is just kind of create a label for it. When you check off use for variations, then it becomes an option for the variations. So basically the way this works is there are 4 different variables that affect the price, and that's what we need to set up. It's basically different products. So if you select any carpet color, the carpet color does not change the price. So I can say it doesn't matter what carpet color they choose. You'll know what carpet color they're asking for when you get an order, but it's not going to affect the cost. So if they select natural, then it has a certain price. So we've got the regular price, the sales price. If I go here to mahogany, now this changes the price. So this is almost like kind of a separate product in a way. And so you'll notice that that's kind of how this is set up. I can select any color. It doesn't change the price. As soon as I start moving down to these, now the price changes accordingly. And then we also have these add-ons. So going down here, I created an add-on that is a checkbox for the Ultra Mouse toy. And so the reason that I'm using these add-ons versus like the drop-downs that you were using before is this truly is just a single element that you can tack on to the cost. It's not as detailed of a variable as staining, which has multiple options. It's just a single item. If we were to make a drop-down out of this, it would mean that we'd have to create a multitude of more variations, because now we're looking at, okay, carpet color plus pine plus mouse toy makes one variable, and we'd have to do that for every different stain. It wouldn't be as big of an issue on this product. Some of the other products have 3 or 4 add-ons. It just gets really complicated that way, and this really makes more sense anyway. I'm customizing the product here, and then I'm just adding something to it, like an upsell kind of thing. So you could add other upsells to this if you wanted to here. And then the short description is down there at the bottom. And then we have on the right side, we've got, it's jumping around here, the categories. So putting it in what category it's a part of. And then the product images. So basically you'll select one main image, and that's kind of the first image that shows up here and the image that shows up on the catalog page. And then you can add as many additional images as you want that will just show up here as these thumbs, and then you scroll through. Obviously using larger images is better, because then you get this nice zoom, and you've also got this nice hover feature here. So that's kind of how you manage all the products. If you wanted to go in and change, if you want to remove an image, you can just delete it. You can actually drag and drop these and change the order if you want. When orders do come in, you will get a notification. You'll get an email notification letting you know that you have a new order. It will have some of the information there as well. And then you can log into the back end and click on orders. We're not going to see any in here, obviously. Waiting for it to load. But when we do have orders, they will be listed here, and you can actually click on them and get all of your details, where it's being shipped to, what they ordered, etc., etc. And then you can change the status. And it'll actually give you details like order was paid through PayPal, or order was paid with credit card, and it'll give you all of that information. So you essentially have it all listed there. You could print it out if you wanted to, and then that will be where all of your orders will be. Oh, and then you can change the status. So if you've just received it, it would be processing, and then once it's shipped, you can change its status there as well. So you can kind of manage all that and stay on top of things that way. Yeah, I think that covers everything. If you have more questions, please do not hesitate to ask, and happy to help you guys through this. So hopefully this helps, and yeah.